submit, tempt, resign, conform, confine, assemble, dedicate, advocate, thrive, provoke, dictate, exploit, surrender, reproduce, acknowledge, swell, shed, wind, sight, digest, skip, bind, dissolve, implement, steer, congratulate, designate, violate, presume, recruit, coincide, enforce, displace, shrink, betray, comprise, indulge, penetrate, devastate, plunge, bounce, contradict, prescribe, oppress, cherish, illuminate, trigger, commute, induce, utilize, snap, donate, hatch, comma, enclose, prevail, sigh, leak, compel, crush, comprehend, negotiate, persist, multiply, conceive, compensate, suspend, stir, soak, refine, arouse, precede, render, mount, retreat, startle, dare, sphere, sequence, deposit, pull, caution, rage, formula, plot, scope, norm, disgust, compromise, supervisor, paradox, tissue, breakdown, initiative, fabric, publicity, summit, flock, plague, haste, nap, ally, draft, soptical, premise, asset, lag, therapy, reception, compound, blessing, sensation, recession, pull, outlook, endeavor, mercy, counterpart, session, spectrum, junk, worship, apt, humble, entitled, valid, faint, stiff, obscure, fierce, acute, idle, crude, jealous, pregnant, liable, stubborn, decent, marvelous, misleading, synthetic, classical, Muslim, anticipate, rub, dispose, refrain, accumulate, boost, drag, revise, scratch, roar, quote, bloom, insert, awaiting, dread, conceal, enrich, cling, surpass, suppress, portray, soaring, drain, glow, migrate, exclaim, exert, disguise, accelerate, dwell, integrate, weep, reassure, crawl, restrain, resent, yell, assess, carve, halt, inspect, tackle, omit, chew, resume, mold, accommodate, erase, inferred, revive, contemplate, rotate, disrupt, navigate, bake, discard, incorporate, overtake, supplement, manipulate, nourish, squeeze, depict, distract, disclose, enroll, nurture, speculate, prolong, execute, uncover, tremble, seize, abolish, scold, attain, utter, flee, offending, confess, postpone, drift, weave, install, twist, extract, bump, despise, tolerate, boast, flourishing, disregard, tease, reinforce, strive, coordinate, yawn, hug, combat, knit, fatigue, fame, mess, dignity, canal, drought, despair, interval, luggage, behalf, impulse, debris, beast, superstition, illusion, thread, intake, feast, transition, misery, radiation, log, consensus, deed, proverb, compliment, flame, anniversary, conscience, expedition, offspring, allowance, headline, treaty, monument, worm, remedy, encyclopedia, glimpse, personnel, triumph, arithmetic, self-esteem, microbe, odds, chaos, destiny, diameter, lottery, souvenir, trail, ratio, sword, whistle, sentiment, chore, courtesy, mayor, surveillance, trash, prestige, headquarters, wilderness, orbit, bias, republic, bargain, domain, fragment, galaxy, lap, deadline, bullet, pedestrian, wit, nuisance, criteria, hardship, glory, pavement, navy, script, pension, province, surplus, moisture, patch, altitude, thermometer, tuition, troop, primate, flaw, nephew, garment, diagnosis, commerce, antiquity, fraction, irony, nightmare, defect, semicolon, certificate, decay, erosion, recipe, skeleton, grace, landmark, dementia, flesh, collision, hazard, tomb, injection, breakthrough, leather, jewelry, queue, ambulance, estate, commodity, departure, phase, thief, saint, sculpture, grief, lane, predator, fluid, incentive, bride, intervention, margin, biography, consent, volcano, rebel, metaphor, legislation, lightning, pesticide, column, rumor, dust, dialogue, kindergarten, diabetes, obesity, patent, chapter, palace, laundry, ward, outbreak, equation, archaeologist, corruption, germ, revenue, spouse, epidemic, mortality, syndrome, retail, dose, beverage, metabolism, hybrid, scent, inflammation, pill, grave, fertile, hostile, indispensable, oriented, splendid, competent, supreme, straightforward, sacred, bold, uneasy, neat, sallow, fake, superficial, absurd, fragile, respectable, magnificent, infinite, comprehensive, steep, gross, subsequent, sincere, toxic, neutral, diligent, sore, contaminated, ambiguous, oral, restless, rotten, vigorous, immense, metropolitan, punctual, solitary, collective, diplomatic, nasty, helpless, explicit, bankrupt, eternal, soul, sour, notable, affluent, naked, vocal, feminine, vacant, exotic, rigid, humid, outstanding, addicted, vulnerable, spontaneous, greedy, trivial, per capita, inherent, promising, physiological, clinical, chronic, geological, countless, innate, alert, autonomous, simultaneously, utterly, drastically, necessarily, thereby, frankly, namely, hence, via,